everyone, and welcome back to my channel, JRC Restoration, Decor and Designs, and my name is Phyllis. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. And if you like what you see here today, give it a thumbs up. I would love to read your comments, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. For my faithful subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for your faithful viewing support. In today's video, I will be sharing with you a chandelier that I shared in my 2024 Amazon haul that was gifted to me by a company. I will link their name across the screen. I don't know how to pronounce it. I will also link the company's information in my description box below so that you can view the different items that they have. So if you're interested in seeing how I put the chandelier up, then just keep watching. And I want to thank you all for stopping by. So hi everyone, I am in my bedroom. And I am putting up this chandelier. That was doing it myself. I've already taken out my old lighting fixture, which was this ugly thing. And this is what was in the ceiling. And it had for the bulbs. I've already cut the length of the wire off of this and just left this much. I don't need this much, but I just wanted extra because I can wrap the rest in there. And then the plate, let me take it up here. I've already put in the box. I used the screws that was already in the wall, and it's connected to the junction box. But here, this is just an extra piece if I had a ceiling fan, because I have, if you look down there, I have two switches. This switch over here would be if I had a ceiling fan, but I don't. So I left the nut on that. This is the, let's see, the copper wire, which is already wrapped around, and I'm sorry, it's already wrapped around the nut on the inside. I've already put this in, so I don't want to take it down. And this is the white wire, and this would be the black. In this case, it's red. So what I'm doing now, I have to make sure copper the exposed copper connects. So I am stripping the black. Let me get back down. I am stripping the black. So this is the ground wire, copper wire, and this is where the power lies within these two. So I've already stripped the piece off of that. I got to strip a piece off of that and then connect them. So let me do that, and then I'm going to let you see me install it. It won't be up close because I don't have a camera that's close enough, but I'm going to sit it up here so you can see me put it up. So here's where I am using my needle nose plier, which also has a component in the middle there where I can cut wire. So I'm not going all the way through. I'm kind of just going, making a groove to where I can pull the covering off so I can expose the copper wire to wrap on the copper part that is in the ceiling. So one is going to go wrap with the copper on the red, and the other one is going to wrap with the copper on the black. This took me a long time to do because I used my other ladder here, you see, as a balancing thing. There is a hole in the ladder that holds tools. Well, I was able to sit the bottom of my chandelier to level it, but you'll see later on, and what I just showed you was the yellow nut that I had to put the two together. And when you twist that, that actually twists the wires where you don't have to hand twist it, but it twists the wires together and kind of keeps them locked. But you'll see later on in the video what happens when I try to balance the chandelier. But right now, I'm having a hard time pushing this up because it's not going up in the ceiling. And that's because the bolt, I have it all the way up to the junction box. And then the silver metal plate is down, which is not allowing the bolts to come all the way through, to come through the two holes that's in the gold plate. But I'll be explaining that here in a minute. It's basically user error, my fault, but I fixed it later on. Okay, I'm going to turn the power on first to make sure I did the connection right. Put a bulb in it. If I did, then everything's fine. What I did do, and I shouldn't have done, that's switched out the bolt that came with this. This is supposed to go into that silver part and come through the gold round part for me to, and this is what will hold it up for me to put these little things in. And the reason why I took it out is because when I push it up, the gold piece would not flush to the ceiling because these things were so long. But first thing, I'm going to turn the power on downstairs. I'm going to turn the breaker box back on, put in the bulb. I'll put in the bulb now, then turn the breaker box on and flip the switch. And if the lights come on, then I knew I did something right. So let me do that first and I'll show you all. So I did connect it correctly. Here's one light bulb. So now what I have to figure out, one, I know I can cut some of the wire. But then number two, I got to figure out and read on the paper how this is going to fit in there to keep the gold plate from being flushed to the ceiling. Okay, I got it now, I believe. All right, so I cut the wire down and I stripped the two so that I can have access to the copper wire. And then let's climb up this ladder so you can see. So it wasn't that the screws are too long. It was just, as always, user error, me. These have to extend this far so that they can come through the part that's going to be flushed to the ceiling. What I did is I had this all the way up, which kept this from being flushed to the ceiling. So I have my wires exposed and ready, and this mount plate nice and tight. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the light fixture. You saw earlier that I had it done correctly. The copper with the copper, and then one of the blacks with this white, and the other black with this red. I think the red is negative and the white is positive. I don't know, but since there's two blacks on there, one's going to go here, one's going to go here, and then the copper, which is the ground, will go here. That's just if I had a ceiling fan, so I just put that up out the way. Don't need that. So let's get this connected. So this is where the balancing act of the chandelier goes wrong. You can see it. It's not flat. So let's see what happens. I push it in and then, okay. What happened was I was connecting the ground wire. The chandelier isn't balanced. And when I pulled on the wires to turn it with the nut, I guess when I pulled it, it tilted the chandelier some more, and it made this happen. Okay. Alrighty. Oh crap, the copper came out. So guess what? I gotta take the entire freaking chandelier apart. Jeez. Okay, so I researched if the ground wire is needed, and it's not needed, but it's just a safety precaution to keep you from getting electrocuted, or if power outage goes, that's just a safety mechanism should you go up there and touch anything. The reason why I was asking, because I have a GFCI box that went out last night, and I know you need it for that. But this is different. This is just a chandelier that's going to be hanging up here, and it's worked by a light switch. So as long as I have the two, what I call the power lines, that's how I associate it. The two cords, the black and the white, or in this case, the red and the white. One is the positive and one is the negative. That's where the power is. There, the power is not in the ground wire. So it's not going to affect anything. The power will still connect once I get these two connected. So now that I have got all my research done and everything, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to hang this. And what I did was I moved my ladder closer. What happened was I moved my ladder further back than I originally did when I put it up the first time. And that was not where I had the chandelier was not enough space to hold it. So I'm getting ready to do it now. The chandelier is not heavy, thank goodness. It's not heavy. And it's easy to put together. I had to take it apart and come to find out that there was no third wire for me to, no ground wire for me to get to. So I pulled it all out. Here it is. I pulled all of it out. So I wouldn't know where to connect the thing. If it was a necessary thing, I would then have to wait and call on somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this thing. And I'm going to be done with this chandelier. So here we go again. I'm going to let you watch me put it up. All right, we're going to try this again. All right. Okay, now that we're back in our original spot, let me get this. Oh no, I'm not in my original spot. I need to move this over some more. Hold on. I need to move the stool and the ladder over some more. I'm too far away. Put you on pause and get my ladder situated. Okay. I got it up there and got it roped down to this other ladder. So, all right. Okay, let's try this again. So we don't have a ground wire this time. This without putting the plate on. Oh, this is so aggravating. Phyllis. This is not aggravating. It's just that I'm working too fast and I need to slow down. But I got this thing tied on this other ladder. I gotta take those nuts again because I took this off. Ugh. And I gotta put it back on. Which way? Where's the top to this thing? Oh, come on. I'm gonna put y'all on pause because I gotta find the piece. Oh my God, finally. I'm putting these on now. Oh. I'm glad this was a lightweight chandelier. Okay, I'm gonna put you on pause while I run downstairs in my garage and turn the power breaker on, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back and I've turned the breaker on, so I hooked it up like I did when I had the one bulb. So let's see what happens now. Let me turn you around. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes! Thank God. So if some of you've been with me for a while, you might have watched a video that I did. I think it was last year or a year before last. I put peel and stick contact paper on my front door. And that thing took me so long to do. Some people ask, why did I do that? It was just a tester to see if I wanted my door black. And if I did, then I can just take that off and paint it. I was not committed to it, putting wallpaper on it or contact paper. I started at either noon or 1 o'clock and didn't get done until after 7. And because it took so long, I just had to write a song. So I'm doing the same for this, and here it is. I am so glad I got my chandelier hung. I am so glad that I have got this chandelier hung. I started at 1, completed at 4. I ain't gonna do this anymore. I am so glad I got this chandelier hung. Oh, I'm glad this is done. And then these 2 lights, I shared these in my Amazon haul. They're not hardwired. I just put them up there, and I have an LED bulb. So, and they're gold straight arms. And I'm actually getting 2 more. One here, one here. Working on my room a little bit at a time, but I love it. But I'm going to give you all a night view of this as well. Right now it's a little after 4. So about 8:30, I will give you all a night view of what this looks like with those 2 pendant lights hanging. Okay, here is the nighttime view of my chandelier. And looking at this, it looks like the lights are round, but they're not. They're candle shape, candelabra tip. I will put it like that. And there are my DIY pendants. They're not, because I bought them. They are to be hardwired, but I didn't do that. All I did was just screw them in to the ceiling up there, and then used what I showed you earlier, the remote control LED rechargeable light bulbs. I have to think, rechargeable is different from battery operated. I stated earlier that I'm getting away from the batteries that I shared in my 2024 Amazon haul, because you spend more money buying batteries, and it's easier just to put those light bulbs in a lamp and let them charge. They take about 5 hours to charge, and if you keep them on the lowest setting, they'll stay on all night. But I just love the way my chandelier looks. Thank you, Zuyurt, for gifting this chandelier to me, and I will have their information linked in my description box below. I did change my furniture back around. I like this setting better because I love my L shape. Now I put a table between these 2 and a table here, and what that flower is sitting on is a tall table. So if I'm sitting at either one, I can just put my coffee or whatever drink I have. And then I brought this table up from downstairs because I get up a lot in the middle of the night, like 2 and 3. So I just get up and either pray or read my Bible, or it's God waking me up in the middle of the night and just for me to pray. That's what I believe it is. Other than that, I would sleep through the night. But that's why I brought this up. Instead of sitting up in my bed, I go put cold water on my face to wake up, and I sit there and I'll read my Bible. But again, I'm just showing you all the main reasons for light. It's not really a room tour. You all seen my room before, but I am going to get it decorated for summer. I didn't do a spring decorate with me because I still have what I put on here for fall on my bed. But I love the lighting. And again, it looks like it's round, but that kind of puts me in the mind I might get some round ones because I like the way that looked. But that's the candle tip is what I call them. You see my bed is still set up from what it was from fall. And I brought a mirror up here too. I'm going to paint that gold to look like that. But I just love the way this light looks. I am so pleased. It took me long enough, let me tell you. And now my shoulder hurts. Remember, these were silver. I did spray paint them gold. So if you enjoyed watching this video and the different challenges that I had to go through to save myself $100 to put the chandelier up, yes, it was worth $100 because I learned a lot. I learned the purpose of GCFIs and what it stands for. The person that I found, I subscribed to his channel because he is so knowledgeable and he's licensed. I'll put his link in my description box below for those of you that are interested. And also the black mirror, I didn't share this with you all. I have already painted that gold. I'm going to be sharing some things for my 2024 bedroom makeover. So if you're not subscribed and you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you like this. I would love to read you all's comments. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And again, I want to thank you all for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching JRC Restoration, Decor, and Designs. And remember, the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So until next time, make it a blessed and productive day, everyone. Bye-bye.